I love that song. I just realized that was the rate which I didn't intend to do. It bleeped out the N word. I'm not. I'm not opposed to the word, but in fact, I don't normally say N word. You say the actual word because he's not racist, basically. I think that's the answer right now. He, Joshua Tree. I mean, Joshua Tree when I was a kid was climbing, hippie, kind of canceling, backpacking. It seems when you get older that it's Airbnb, super trendy, we'll do mescaline uh, place to go, like a bougie place. I don't know if that's true. We'll have to call Matt in a minute now. I also got to apologize to him. I went over there to grab some to do this podcast because I actually am my own lovely Nashville, Tennessee. I've been here for all of 3-4 hours, and I like it. Not bad. Nashville. Hat is off to you. We'll see what the daylight be. Stopped at a brewery gate, I believe, and some good. I actually had a cider, but too. Anyways, I'm not going to explain myself. Yeah. Anyways, I had to go into Matt's house and grab him and a couple of cables and things to take on the trip. May have turned house to one of gasoline. The worst odor. So, if we wait too long, he's been on mescaline all day. It's a nap right now. So too. We're doing this a little bit. Put the okay. Good. It is. All right. Well, I guess that's not happening. Maybe I'll call us. I had a whole bunch of stuff today. Uh, where this goes, I may or may not get to it because I came across this article that I had to read. We'll see. I bet it to what I was planning on saying. So, God, it'd be a bummer if I didn't get to tell the gasoline at Matt's house there. Anyway, we'll remember. Before I get into the article, morning at 4 a.m. when we were driving to the Orlando, the situation in the East Bay of California is it's borderline. It's not good, and there are reasons. May or may not be out. I'm not going to go into it because it's not the point of me driving the family to the airport and right. We are like, and Gertrude tells me hey, don't here in San Leandro or there that will do that. And if you also that we recorded that we called Free Driving was titled that because free for everyone. It's not just Matt in our with driving habits, other people's driving habits that we would be easily able to predict. No, it is for everyone. And let me explain. This free driving in San Diego, practice free driving in Mexico. You can practice it in Bangladesh. You can practice it anywhere that there. In fact, you can practice it anywhere that there is. It doesn't even have to be on paved surfaces. Free driving. God, I wish Matt was here to hear me just nodding his head along with me. The principles of free driving state: you must, above all else, get to as efficiently as possible. With putting yourself or anyone else in getting a ticket, doing something stupid that could land you harm to yourself. So it's the non-aggression principle. To yourself, no harm to others. Down to you do not want to inconvenience and efficiency, getting you from point A to as efficiently as possible. So, in San Leandro, it's the middle of the night, or as they say. No one says that. You, or let's say you see a red light, you pull up to the light, sure that it is safe. Then you proceed. There's a car barreling down out of nowhere. It is your responsibility to notice that. And if you're in an unfamiliar city, on a little bit higher alert. If you're in Calcutta, you're looking not just for speedy donkeys are in the road. Maybe scooter. Okay, these are the things you're used to seeing. So it doesn't matter what desert, on off road, you use principles of free driving. It's you are not practicing this at this point of yourselves, and maybe tell yourself tonight as you're listening to this, the next time you have an opportunity to and courteously run a red light. I'm not saying, next red light you come to. The next time that you are 100% sure that you're not going to inconvenience anyone and it's totally safe, all right, it's time. It's time to get off the fence. If you can hear me talking about it, now is the time. All right. So this article was from the title Truth Cops. It said Truth Core, CORPS, which would also be a very good title. I'm actually disappointed that it's Truth Cops. I just caught that. Leaked documents, plan to police the DHS, of course, being the Department of Homeland Security, was created in the aftermath of 9/11. Well, this was written Klippenstein and Lee Fang. Homeland Security is quietly broadening its effort to curb dangerous and imitation by the Intercept has journal DHS memos, email documents, a lawsuit, as well as public documents illustrated by the agency to influence tech platforms, much of which remains unknown to the American public. Earlier this year, when DHS announced a new disinformation board, a panel designed, which is known as false information, spread disinformation, which is false information spread. And I hadn't heard this one. Malinformation on my end. Factual information shared with harmful intent that allegedly interests. Who could forget of cringe that was that's me, not in the article. And the article goes on to while the board was widely ridiculed and then shut down, no to Mary Poppins cringeworthiness. Other initiatives are underway as DHS media now that the original mandate, the war, been wound down. Think about that. Maybe that last sentence. Its original mandate, the war wound down. God forbid agency ever get shut down. You could have the government agency on, let's say, no, you could have the government agency on Earth. The only purpose for them to destroy this one meteor. They would destroy the meteor. They would never shut down that agency to exist for some other reason. Well, obviously, you could have the governmental agency on 2023. The only reason this agency was put in 2023. Come 2024, that's dealing with 2024 because obviously we have that comes after that. There is no of an agency being put into place that they were working to solve, and then that commission. Okay, so we no longer need war on terror. The Department of Homeland War on terror. I mean, presumably, we are not dealing with terrorist attacks, right? Now, there could still be terrorist threats, but we hear about what a great job the FBI thwart those, even though every time they've ever thwarted intended FBI was actually involved in it. In fact, that guy does. We learned later that it turns out they were. Anyways, we're getting a little bit off topic. Sentence just so the government does. It starts check on protect people's rights. Next thing you know, that department and the Department of Education and then because we had this terrorist attack on our security and none of these things ever go established to help people, allegedly help people in the Great Depression. All still, we come up with new programs that do the exact same thing as the old tangent. I didn't mean to go off on it, but anyway, okay. The article goes on. Behind closed doors and private platforms, the U.S. government has used online discourse. According to meeting minutes, attended to a lawsuit filed by Missouri Attorney General Republican, who is also running for Senate, discussions of the scale and scope of government intervention in online to the mechanics of streamlining takedown requests or intentionally misleading information, even though they have shut a governance board. They're on behind the scenes on private platforms. Quote, platforms have got to. It's really interesting how hesitant they remain, says Microsoft executive mass official. Texted Jen Esterly a deep. Can you believe that? Got to get comfortable with government. It's really interesting, isn't it? Golly, private businesses just really need to get comfortable. What the hell is their problem, right? Meanwhile, in support of free speech, that they a company that can do what they want, but no, turns out comfortable with government, doesn't it? Just like every other big corporation, if you want to be an elite, you got to get comfortable with government, and they're not even hiding it anymore. I mean, it's almost as if crony capitalism is replacing capital. Wow. And Laura Demlow, an FBI official, warned that the information on social media could undermine support. Demlow, according to the notes of the discussion attended by her and J.P. Morgan Chase, this meeting, stressed that we need a media infrastructure accountable. To what? And why the hell would J.P. be involved in that? We do not coordinate with other entities when making content moderation. Independently evaluate context in line with the Twitter for Twitter, wrote in a statement to The Intercept. That's what they say. I don't know how that may be true. We know it's not true for Facebook. Told, was it Joe Rogan? FBI came to them and not to publish anything about the saying that it was Russian disinformation. That story was not true. That it was Russian. Remember that. Go the process for government officials to directly flag and request that it be throttled or suppressed. Facebook portal that requires the government or at the time of the system at facebook.com/login is still. Let's double check. Facebook.com/takedown paste and request secure access to the Facebook content is for onboard partner requests pertaining to Facebook and Instagram. If you are an onboard request through the portal, seems so there. DHS and Facebook did not respond to a request for content, and the FBI declined to comment. How did DHS private login to Facebook? FBI as well. How? So, what are they doing? Social media to look for what? Disinformation? I don't know. Maybe a false story? like, I don't know, let's just pick on a random. They're looking for false information on that. Facebook to find them. Home continues to fight disinformation stemming from concerns of the 2016 presidential election began taking action and over efforts to shape discussions during the coronavirus pandemic. Documents collect a variety of sources, including current officials and public reports, reveal the evolution of more tests. According to the draft copy quadrennial Homeland Security Review, DHS capstone strategy and priorities in the coming years. The department inaccurate information on a wide range of topics, and this is great. The origins of COVID-19 pandemic, of COVID-19 vaccines, racial justice, all from Afghanistan, and the nature of U.S. Interesting things that they're looking into happen to be threatening to the current regime that's in power. They're not going to look into about things Donald Trump said. They're not about climate change. They're anything that goes against the current allowable opinion. They're going to look into the origins of the COVID-19 pandemic. And people that are claiming it was not, they're going to look into people that are claiming it was. That means the efficacy of COVID. They are not going on to social media who might be giving the COVID-19 vaccine for two, that it wasn't meant by efficacy of the vaccines. Did I get all that right? The actually going to be looking into people who are the narrative. Once again, racial justice. What? This is their quote. The origins of the COVID-19 pandemic, justice. Inaccurate information. What could that possibly mean? Oh, maybe they're look into Jesse. Oh, that okay. Now I get it. The nature of U.S. support to Ukraine. I mean, what the purpose for this media is. Oh, great. The challenge is particularly key, the report states, which are often the targets of such as a false information on voting procedures. Did you know that Facebook and target marginalized communities? So I can make an ad to please target people. How do you think they do that? Do they do it by, am I targeting people just of an address? Sophisticated of an algorithm. I mean, I could probably do that just with, it probably offers that. Zip code marketing. It's got to be more than that. So what else are they looking for? The habits of people marginalized? Are they looking for the lifestyle that they like to partake in? Racist? Isn't that a little to Facebook and say, could you please target these type of people? Making a judgment about those people that Facebook has figured out with this algorithm, and then you can go advertise based on probably some racist like boxes that get checked in however it works. Anyways, the inclusion withdrawal from Afghanistan is particularly noteworthy. Republicans, should they take the majority in the midterms, have makes Benghazi look like Representative Mike Johnson, Republican from Louisiana's committee, adding that finding answers priority. There you go. It has nothing to do with truth, but just their side, who they presume to be now is the Democrat and the shitty Republicans. Is pretty much all of Congress, I guess. So it's just it just seems pretty clear. It's a long article itself, but I would recommend reading it if you're interested. To say, I've been struggling with a concept lately. The destruction of what appears to be the America the Beautiful, right? Not America, a graphical location on a map, but the principles, the idea of America. I kind of touched on it in a previous podcast. I'm a little bit more detailed here. What happened, nothing short of the miracle of governance. This men could govern themselves into a ruler, a king. Thing that it worked. It was the best thing that had ever happened to, I mean, in the world, in the history of the world. People have tried to emulate it because it's fantastic. Read the truth. You are your own. A king has no power how to speak. To take away your right, I'm just going down the Bill of Rights. You are to defend yourself or from what you see as right and wrong. To tell the government, no, you cannot have access to money. That you cannot just stop me and if you do accuse me, I'm not obligated to incriminate trial, and I should be able to confront. All this basis, the best parts of the Constitution. I can't leave out the Declaration of Independence. I mean, what was said in there perfectly. Anyways, it's so beautiful. Anyone who hears it realizes how great it is. It didn't take long for co-opt that and try to use that for just trick people into lesser than form of government, which happened all places did well and succeeded. And actually, some places America came along in similar ways. I'm not trying to give everyone a history lesson here. I'm just saying America was just the most beautiful that had ever happened in terms of governance. And 30 minutes before it just started, rust began to form and go away. What happened was they didn't want to be confined, limited, and that's why Ben Republic is yours if you can keep it, because all we just wanted more power. You know, George Washington did not step down to show everyone like a prophet. This is how you do it. He warned, all those guys warned us about. I mean, they knew that how fragile this thing was interior years, because that's what is the problem. That's why is because the state has grown, and as the state grows, we become more and more filled with the state that want to get power. They grow this, take more of our money, take more of our stuff, tell us what license to do things like paint someone's. It just seeps in and seeps in and seeps in, and we don't get out. And it's coming to a head, and we're just inundated. It seems like all hope is lost. I believe that there is. I believe that, and I feel put this in the thing. I've been thinking about it for a long time, and I don't I understand it. Tennessee whiskey, uh, but something. It's something good is the from our Supreme Court is really positive. And so, and I came across this article in greatest newspaper in the world, the Epic Times article. Uh, you guys should go over to their website. Why the hell are they not? Um, you should go over and check out their a lot of cool videos. So I'm just gonna about it, but this is uh, talking about how gun control may just go away. yeah, listen to the, I love that point that he makes there, like threats, and that the Japanese being very hesitant to land of the United States person was armed. Imperial Japan. Um, the uh, yeah, that it is poised to turn down, roll back every gun control law. If that happens, I'm a humongous victory. Government, constitution that we right, and court is behind the scenes, and I don't know why, and I don't know. We're lucky to have them, but um, it's you see also. Here's another good point. All of these appointee judges, a lot, in the federal court, been ruled over and over again recently, right? That's just as big as this. What I was just saying about the second Trump. There's no way Trump knew they were going to be good judges on that, right? The guy's imbecile. There's just he just it, Trump is the one that gave us these brilliant who are defending our freedom. Maybe I'm wrong, but it just seems to me like they're working in the background to really, because the courts are politicized than the rest of the government. Working through the courts to try and save. Um, Another one is this abortion from the Supreme Court. Matt and I don't usually talk about abortion. It's not something I really like to talk about. If the definition of abortion starts including, yes, I will. Okay, and I know that pro-life people believe that murdering children. I don't want to paint with such a broad brush. And pro-choice people generally think that it's no one can argue being aborted is murder. Well, somewhere between conception and 9 months. And in California, they just passed a law making it illegal to give birth to abort your. I didn't want to talk about abortion. Here I am. That's because we were talking about it. I'm just rehashing what I was saying earlier. Anyways, the point is that the ruling, correct ruling according to the Constitution, right? Do what you want in Tennessee. You want to live and be happy. Because you don't see, it's not like every red is completely illegal and every blue state made is like, but that's the right thing to do. Another victory for, because it's just hilarious. I don't mean the abortion debate route. We're talking about abortion that I thought was Oh man, so, so good. So, anyways, it seems to me on there that is very popular, handled by uh, some elites who are there behind the scenes to say values that we all um, goes a great debt of that. So, uh, kind of a short pod, and uh, that message of hope here from yeah, everyone is putting out there, and accept that maybe things aren't exactly as you expected, that you anticipated them to be. That not that you're wrong, that there is, and um, I don't know. I think that you big red wave that was supposed to everybody in last. Uh, no, I'm not sure that was the salve that we need. That wasn't the like take for example Dr. Oz. I mean, you want that's the salvation you're looking for. Oh, 51, 50, whatever number of votes in the Senate. Cost, like, what are you willing to trade for that? Just a complete phony, just so that you can say that we have the hope that I'm looking for. I'm looking for change, actual what made America great, what we'll all need in order to be able to get back to the things that matter, like your family, your career, and your not stop work all the time. These deep that are trying to I will hope you. All right, love you guys.